What's cracking, Larry? I'm reading this book. What do you mean I have to do that? It's the Joan Norton Tennis Center. You're telling me that Billie Jean King, she has to pull this out? The tennis bag? She's got to pull out the tennis bags at the US Open. All right. What's in here? Oh, originally from Dorchester. That's pretty neat. You're from Dorchester too? Great sports club. Larry, this is not fair to have a racket this big. I know, come on. How do they ever get a ball by you? They never do, I know. Oh, little Larry. Oh. Little Larry's been a lot of different places. Another racket? Are these rackets that we're giving away? Yeah. We're giving rackets away at each game, right? To little kids, that's right. Of course, now I understand why your racket's so big. Look at the tennis ball. Who couldn't hit that? I'm Joan Norton. This is Larry Lobster's bag check. This is Larry Lobster, my pal. The Manchester Athletic Club, Boston Lobster's going to be playing July. Be there, or be square, right?
Well, hi, everyone. If it weren't for the fans of the Boston Lobsters, it wouldn't be possible for the team to continue their great excellence on the courts throughout the World Team Tennis season. And we have Debbie from Rockport, who's a season ticket holder, and you just love the Lobsters. What makes you keep coming back and buying those tickets?
I went to my first Lobsters match 9 years ago when they were in Harvard Square, and it's just a fun way to watch tennis and be involved. The crowds get active. It's not quiet tennis. It's fun, peppy tennis.
Well, you've been to the Indian Wells tournament, you've been to the US Open, but tell me how the Lobsters is different and why it's so much fun.
It's a real intimate tournament. You really get to see the players a lot. They interact with the crowd. It's just a fun, local tennis, and you get to see big names.
Speaking of big names, Mark Philippoussis is the big star this year. I mean, good-looking guy, but also a great player. What are your thoughts on Mark coming to play for Boston?
I think it's going to be a lot of fun to have him there and see him play. Hopefully we'll get to hit with him.
Yeah.
I want to say one of my best memories was having the opportunity to hit with John Isner last summer. That was a lot of fun. But we also were able to hit the year before with James Blake, and it's just fun. It's just getting to see the players and getting to kind of know their personalities off the TV.
Well, Deb from Rockport, amazing to have you as part of the Lobsters community, and maybe you could get a Mark Philippoussis autograph.
That would be awesome.
Thank you very much to Deb and all the supporters of the Boston Lobsters. We look forward to seeing her on the sidelines this year as the Lobsters go for a World Team Tennis title. He's entering his 5th year of Milan World Team Tennis and his 4th straight with the Boston Lobsters. He's Boston's own Eric Buderak, who was once ranked top 15 in the world and is considered to be one of the best doubles players internationally.
I live in the city. I get to play at home in front of my friends and family. Same coach, Bud Schultz. We get along great. It's just wonderful to be a part of it. It's on the North Shore of Boston, a cool tennis community up there. So we get to see a lot of the same faces every night, and real family atmosphere. A lot of kids come out and watch, which is great because that's what World Team Tennis is all about. Is getting the kids exposed to the game and having a great time.
Eric hopes to lead the Lobsters to their first ever Milan World Team Tennis title. He's brought the team as close as the Eastern Conference Finals, and he feels the format of World Team Tennis is perfectly suited for his game.
The biggest advantage is learning to start quickly. On the tour now, we play no ad scoring and tiebreakers for the third, so the shortened format here, playing sets to 5, often playing tiebreakers, deciding points, lots of pressure tennis right away. You learn how to start quick and come out of the gates firing, which is huge for the tour as well.
Buderak was an All-American in both singles and doubles for Gustavus Adolphus, and being able to play in his home city of Boston is a dream come true for this American star.
You get to play a sport for a living and to play it in front of the friends and family that I see year-round. Bring a little bit of what I do on the tour kind of back to my community. It's a great feeling.
How does Bud Schultz help you?
Bud's kind of more or less been my coach now, like the last 3 years, not only during the season, but he helps me out off or outside the World Team Tennis season as well. But he's a guy from a D3 school like I was. We had similar strengths kind of with our tennis game. So I think he gets into my head really easily and kind of understands what I'm going through out there and can really help kind of give me the best advice for any situation.
Buderek has made the semifinals of the Australian Open doubles and the semis of the U.S. Open mixed doubles with Boston Lobsters teammate Jill Krabis, and he hopes to lead Boston to a championship with an all-out effort in 2013.
I don't set many goals as far as like ranking a result base. I just try to kind of keep getting better every day. That's the goal I set when I came out of Gustavus back in 2003. I never thought I'd be playing at this level, so for me this is kind of like an achievement just to be here. Obviously I want to be considered one of the top doubles players in the world, have a chance to win Grand Slams and be known as one of the best. So I'm trying to get better, trying to keep improving, and having a good time while I do it.
And there's no question, the future is bright for this Lobsters star. Time for a quick break here on this Boston Lobsters broadcast, but stick around, there's much more coming up after the break. Hi everyone, we're here at the Boston Lobsters broadcast again. Harry Chickmo alongside a colleague and a friend of mine, Joan Norton, who's one of the best independent financial advisors in the country, definitely in New England. And we have a beautiful office here, Joan. I was here last year for our Lobsters show, which you helped make possible, but now there has been some expansion. Tell me about this.
Well, we needed to expand, and I wanted to have more conference rooms for clients so that we could see our additional clients that we had, because there was a big expansion last year. So we got additional office space in Cummings Park, and as you can see, I was very lucky. Lana Kloss, the commissioner of World Team Tennis, and Billie Jean King gave me a painting of a lobster, actually, and we put it in here certainly because I love the Boston Lobsters. Also here we designed it all. It was a challenge but fun. There's no outside light. There's no windows here, so we wanted to get the sense of windows. And I adore Frank Lloyd Wright, so we came with that idea, and then we developed what you'll see here.
And why do you love the Lobsters?
I love the Lobsters because I love tennis, and it's a game you can play forever. It's a game you're really playing against yourself. And it's just that feeling, if anyone's played tennis, that feeling of when you hit that ball, that great shot. It's great. And the other thing is, if you're a person, strategic kind of person, I love doubles, and that's why I'm excited we're doing the doubles, because it's all about strategy. And you'll see in tennis books, you can have someone that's maybe not quite the higher ranking, but in fact, if they've got good communication, good relationship with each other, they can actually beat people that are higher ranked. So it's just the strategy of doubles that's really fun.
Well, Joan Norton, thank you for everything you do.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for helping to make the Lobsters and this show possible.
Thank you.
Harry Chickman with Joan Norton, and Joan Norton, independent financial advisor, the best around. And check out the Boston Lobsters at bostonlobsters.net.
When working on your serve, you want to remember there are three sources to power behind that serve: your legs, your shoulder and your arm, and then the turn of your torso. A real simple drill that we use is standing backwards at the baseline, getting the ball up into a throwing position, turning all the way towards the court, letting your hips and shoulders turn now towards the court, and throwing the ball with a follow-through. Follow-through with your arm and with the step. And what you'll start to develop is a greater sense of that third source of power, which is torque and turn of your torso.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to this Boston Lobsters broadcast. Harry Chickma alongside Francisco Montoya, who's in charge of academies here at the Manchester Athletic Club, which is the new home of the Boston Lobsters, also the Joan Norton Tennis Center. And great season coming up here. The Lobsters trying to make the postseason, trying to take down the Washington Castles, which we all think they can do. Yep. And doubles is going to be the key reason to success here. You have Suarez, also Eric Buderek, now Jill Krabis joining the team. You've worked with some of the best tennis players in the world like Venus and Serena Williams. Tell me what doubles means and why the Lobsters need that to win.
I think doubles in the short setup of the playing one set in the structure, it's huge, because you can make a lot of things happen. Having somebody like Paola and like Eric is huge for the team. I think Eric is a big factor in the mixed doubles point as well, because he being a lefty. And I think Paola's experience is great, because in all the no-ad points, all that stuff, her experience and all their titles that she has is going to come very handy.
And what are the secrets to win in doubles? I mean, you've coached many great New England champions now since you've been here, since moving from Bradenton. How do you win in doubles? What do you tell your students?
I think in doubles, your ability to make first serves and to make returns of serves comes second to none out there. I think in the system that we play out here, which we play out of no ad, which is the same as the Boston Lobsters, that comes to be even bigger. Your ability to come in with a good first serve and your ability to make returns of serve under pressure is the biggest key out there.
And, my final question, what role are you going to play trying to help those players? Because you've already worked with some of the best legends, and they're going to be looking to you for that advice.
Well, I'm here, and I'll be here every single one of those days, and hopefully, whether it's through providing hitting partners for them or certain advice here and there, we're looking forward to it.
Well, Francisco Montoya, thank you so much for everything, and best of luck here at the MAC.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome back to beautiful Palm Springs, California. Harry Chickma alongside the head coach of the Boston Lobsters, Bud Schultz. And we mentioned some of your great players. We have Jill Krabus, Eric Buderek. What makes Boston so exciting for World Team Tennis?
Well, it's got a fan base, and it's got a traditional fan base of tennis that's going to come out and support us. And there's nothing like a great summer night in New England watching some tennis. We're up at the Manchester Athletic Club now, and go up there and in one of the seaside towns, one of the seaside restaurants, have a great lobster clam dish meal, come out, watch some tennis, and watch some of the best tennis players in the world.
Final question, what are you going to tell your team before you play the Castles this year, trying to dethrone the undefeated champions?
I think the one thing, sometimes down there, it can be a crazy environment. I think down there, the thing that I'm going to really try to get them to understand is just keep your head down and play tennis. Don't worry about the craziness. The last couple of years, Michelle Obama has showed up that creates a different kind of energy and intensity to the environment. We've played Serena down there. The bottom line is just focus on playing and leave everything else on the sideline.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us, and I look forward to a great year in Boston.
Really looking forward to it, Harry, and thanks for your support with this.
Absolutely. Well, a great year coming up for the Boston Lobsters and World Team Tennis for Bud Schultz and the rest of the Lobsters. I'm Harry Chickma. Be sure to check out bostonlobsters.net for more information, and we'll see you on the courts.